Let us again check it using my tree method. So let's suppose I'm having some array where I'm having index positions from 1 up to 15. And let's suppose I say that always a partition is created in the middle. Then I can say that the values I was having in the beginning is from 1 to 15. The partition was done in the middle, so the value obtained is 8. Then my tree or my array gets split into two parts. The first part would be having elements from 1 to 7, and the second part would be having elements 8 to 15. Now, if my quicksort is applied to the elements from 1 to 7 index, I say that at the fourth position, a partition is created. So the elements at the left hand side would be 1, 2, 3, and the elements at left hand side would be 5 and 7. Similarly, if my partition algorithm is applied on one and elements from 1 to 3, I can say 2 is the position where the partition happened, and the elements that I'm getting is 1 and 1 in my left hand side of the tree, and 3 and 3 comma 3 at my right hand side of the tree. Similarly, over here, if 6 is the element where the partition occurred, then the elements would be 5 comma 5 and 7 comma 7. So now my left hand side of the tree has been sorted. Similarly, if I perform partition at my right hand side, then I would be getting 12 as my partition. Left hand side would be having elements from 9 to 11. Oh, sorry, this would be 9. Please correct it. And the right hand side would be equals to 13 and 15. Similarly for this, 10 will be the partition location and the elements would be 9 and 9. It will be 11 and 11. Over here the partition will be at the 14th location. So the elements would be 13, 13 and 15, 15. So now both the side of the trees has been sorted. Now let us check what is the time complexity. If you see at the 0th step, I am having n by 2 raised to the power of 0. In the first step, I am having n by 2 raised to the power of 1, because you can see that my tree has been divided into two parts. At my second step, this values become n by 2 raised to the power of 2 because the n elements are divided into 4 portions. And as in the third step, you can see the value becomes n by 2 raised to the power of 3. So if suppose I say I execute the whole process up to k steps, so the total value I would be getting is n by 2 raised to the power of k until the stopping condition is met. So the stopping condition is 1. So I can say if n is equals to 2k, then the value of k is log n base 2. Now, you also have to check that at every step, I am executing n elements. So in this portion of the tree, you are executing n by 2 elements. In this portion of the tree, you are executing n by 2 elements, which total becomes n. Similarly, in this portion of the tree, you are executing n by 4. In this, you are executing n by 4, and when you are going to sum them up, you will be getting a value equals to n. So I can say the time complexity that I'm getting from my quicksort algorithm is log n. And at each step, n elements are being traversed. So this becomes n log n. So the total time complexity of my quicksort is order of n log n. Please note, this is my best case time complexity or average case time complexity when I'm dividing my algorithm from the middle. Now let us check the worst time case complexity. So in the quicksort, the worst time case complexity occur when your algorithm is in some sorted order. It can be in increasing order or it can be in decreasing order. Let us see how. Let's suppose I'm having the elements as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The first value becomes my ith and the last value becomes my jth position. So now the first element is the pivot element. I have to search for an element that is greater than 1. So 2 is my new I value. And my j will traverse till I will be getting a value that is smaller than 1 or equals to 1. So my j value will reach at my location where my 1 is present. At this step, when my I value becomes greater than j, then the swapping is done between the pivot element and the jth element. Now both the pivot elements and the jth elements are same. So we are going to create a partition now where the new set of array will be having the values as 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly for 2, the low become 2, the high becomes 5. Similarly, the pivot element becomes 2. Now my I is going to traverse till I am going to get a value that is greater than 2. So the new I will become as 3 and the new j will become as 2. Now you can see that my ith index has exceeded my jth index. So I have to swap my pivot element and the jth element. So now since both the elements are same, again the partition happens and the new array that I'm getting is 3, 4 and 5. So if I see it in some tree form, I can say that I was having elements from 1 to 5. With the first partition, I get the value as 1, 1 and the array that I was left with contained value 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Similarly, when I applied my quick sort over this array, the partition that I was getting is from the value 2. So it divided into two portions where the value was 3, 4 and 5. Similarly, executing the whole array in this fashion, I would be getting such a tree-like structure. So now let us see the time complexity. At the first step, I can see that my algorithm is executing n steps or it is working for n steps. In the second step, my algorithm was working for n-1 elements. In the next step, my algorithm was working for n-2 steps, then n-3 steps and so on. So if I calculate the time complexity, it becomes n plus n-1 plus n-2 plus n-3 and so on. So this becomes n into n-1 by 2. So the time complexity is equals to order of n square. So now if you are having a decreasing array, means you are having a value as 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, then also the time complexity that you would be obtaining is order of n square. Do give it a try once. Now, n square is a high time complexity, so we can reduce it to n log n. Modification that needs to be made is, instead of always taking the pivot element as the starting one, try to take a pivot element either in some mid value of an array or some random value. So the time complexity that you would be getting would be near to n log n. Let us see how. So if I'm having the elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'm taking the pivot element from my middle, then the partition that I would be getting is 1, 2 and 4, 5. It is again in a tree form of a structure. So the time complexity that I would be getting for my sorted arrays would be also n log n.